Hey everyone, so this is the Samsung Tab A7 Lite. The version I have here has 4 gigabytes of RAM and 64 gigabytes of storage. This is the A7, Samsung Tab A7. This has 30 gigabytes of RAM and 32 gigabytes of storage. So here in the US, this is the more expensive version of the A7 Lite. This is the least expensive version of the A7. This here, the normal price goes for $200. You get the cheaper version for $160, but I would not recommend the cheaper version. That only gives you 3 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of storage, and you definitely want the extra gigabyte of storage in this device. Where this is, again, this is the cheaper version of the A7. Here in the US, this is $230. And those are prices when they are not on sale. Currently, for the holidays, the A7 Lite here, the one I have is on sale from $200 down to $130. And for that price, it is a very nice tablet. Whereas the A7, for some reason, is not on sale currently. So it is still $230. So as of right now, you can get this device for $100 cheaper than this guy. Otherwise, only $30 cheaper at normal MSRP. The A7 Lite has dual speakers, one on either side, whereas the A7 has quad speakers, 2 on either side, and the A7 definitely does sound better. It just sounds more full and it's louder. It's just better. But the A7 Lite, for being an 8.7-inch device in that 8-inch range, is really not bad, and it's probably one of the best in that 8.x size range on tablets here. And that brings me to, this is 8.7 inches, this is 9.4, so the A7, as of course you can see here, is a bit of a bigger device. Personally, I would recommend the A7 over the A7 Lite, and let me explain why here. So again, this has a MediaTek processor in it. This has MediaTek, this has a Snapdragon processor in them. I'm going to go to monsterhunter.com here. Both of these are running Chrome tabs. Both of these actually also have a Best Buy tab open as well as a Pokemon tab open. Both are on the same exact web page. We're going to go to monsterhunter.com here, which I have not gone to since deleting both of these histories on either device. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll hit go. This is where you'll see the A7 is going to be a little bit quicker than the A7 Lite. This also loaded in the actual desktop website. The A7 Lite did not, so let's go ahead and hit desktop on both these. And we'll go ahead and hit this newest one here. And we'll go ahead and hit the Nintendo Switch. And that time, the A7 Lite won. As again, this is not bringing up the desktop website, it is bringing up the mobile website. So let's go ahead here and hit this teaser on both devices. And now you'll see, now since both actually loading the same exact thing, this is going to load in a little bit faster. And it just has that much better of a processor in it. Actually, you can see how badly this is lagging in as well. It's actually the first time I've loaded a web page-based video. You can see this is not having any issues. This is actually having quite some issues. And again, this is the better version of it. Alright, we'll do a quick gaming showdown here. Roblox Royal High. To me, this is the most graphic game I have found on Roblox. And I know a lot of kids like playing Roblox. I think also a lot of teenagers seem to like playing it too. And 20-year-olds, such as myself. So, or in the 20s. So, show you guys here, we are on the lowest graphics setting. We'll go into Sunset Island here. We'll let this load in. All right, it is of course nighttime, which of course my camera hates. But you guys can see there, that time most of the time it does not load in the boat until you hit land. But here we go. Now I'm underwater. So again, this is the lowest graphics setting. You guys can see the waterfall there. Looks nice and smooth. The little puffs of smoke look nice and smooth coming out of there. There's really no lag here, even with the nighttime. Here's probably my favorite game in Roblox. This is Pet Simulator. Again, we are in just the lowest graphics. The reason I'm keeping that on there is to show a fair comparison here between this and the A7. And hopefully you guys cannot hear my bird screeching downstairs. So of course this is, again, very nice and smooth. This is not as demanding of a game as Royal High, like we just showed off, is. Here we are on the A7 Lite. We'll go into Roblox Royal High first here. I'll let this load in. Go up here, show you guys we are on the lowest graphics setting. Go back to Sunset Island. Again, I'll let this load in. And here we are on the boat. Again, I'm surprised it actually loads in the boat. So you guys will see how much more choppy this is, though. If I can get off the boat. So of course now it's daytime. Not that that should really matter all too much. And in some ways I imagine daytime is maybe easier to load in. So you see how super laggy this is. Waterfall looks okay. You see like the puffs of smoke are even a little bit slower. The waterfall doesn't look fantastic by any means. It's definitely lagging. So you can see that's definitely a bit laggy. Again, we'll go into Pet Simulator X here, just like on the A7. This is how most games will load in Roblox on this device. Again, Royal High seems to be a pretty graphic demanding game. I do want to apologize about the fingerprints. This thing is very much a fingerprint magnet. I wiped it off right before this video. You can see how much fingerprints have happened just since this video. So again, we are in lowest graphics here that you can be in. I do want to reiterate too, this is the better version of this tablet. So again, I would recommend getting this one over the 3GB version, even if it is $40 cheaper, normal price. So you can see here though, this does not have any issues with this. There's really no lag at all. I have no issues with this whatsoever. So, and again, this is how most games will load in Roblox. Just keep it on the lowest graphics settings, you have no issue. And honestly, I do not see a difference between lowest graphics and automatic graphics. Anyway, personally, as far as graphic quality goes. So as far as budget tablets go, of course the A7 is better than the A7 Lite. But both these are just fine for most things. Just games are going to be, of course, better on the A7. Everything's going to be a bit better on the A7 as it is a bit more of an inexpensive device with a better processor in it. Even with 1GB of RAM less than what this one has in it, it is just a better device overall. But both these are just fine for basic tablet usage. I mean, I use mine for pretty much everything, searching the internet, especially watching videos. Again, both of them are very good for watching videos. Both have good sound quality. This has better with the quad speakers over the dual speakers on the little guy. But this is definitely good. This is probably one of the better ones in that 8.x inch tablet range. Both these, of course, you can get pretty much any app you can get on them through, of course, the Google Play Store. Both these do have front-facing cameras. A7 has it over here. A7 Lite has it up top still. This is probably better for video conferencing. That way you get a full direct view instead of from the side view like you might get with this guy. But again, both these are very good tablets. But I would recommend the A7 over the A7 Lite, unless you do not. Unless you want that smaller form factor. Again, 8.7 compared to 9.4, or you can get this thing on sale for $100 cheaper, like you can right now. That's here in my area in the U.S. Yeah, you guys let me know what you think. I think both these are just fine. Depends on what you want, and if you don't want to spend more money, or if you don't mind spending a bit more money. Again, $230 to me is not a lot of money for a decent tablet like the A7 here. You guys let me know what you think. As always, I appreciate y'all watching. Hope you have a good one. See y'all next time. Goodbye.